How to take beautiful pictures of people and outside a window using with strobes. I will tell you about indoor daylight synchronization in a room with a window. What is daylight synchronization? I'm sure you're wondering. Daylight synchronization is a lighting technique that makes people look beautiful, even with strobes, while making the background of natural light look beautiful. In this video, I show you how to use a large window as a background to make the women look beautiful while making the outside of the window look beautiful as well. I'll be using a Comet B360 strobe and a Speedbox 70 softbox. First, I take a picture without using a strobe, using only natural light from the window. I'll set the exposure just enough to make the outside of the window look beautiful. The subject is dark because the large window is backlit. So I adjust the exposure to the subject and set it about 2 stops brighter so that the subject will be brighter. Furthermore, I place a large reflector in front of the subject to reflect natural light from the background onto the subject. Now, let's take a picture. The subject is now brighter, but the background is burned out white. In general, this might be fine, but I want to make the scenery outside the window look nice as well. Next, let's try using a strobe. First, I'll apply the Comet B360 directly. I want to make the light as soft as possible, so the distance from the subject is about 1 meter. The exposure is the same as the first shot, so that the scenery outside the window looks beautiful. Now, let's take a picture. If you apply it directly, it will look unnatural. I put the reflector on the shadow side, but the shadow is dark, so it looks strange. I want to make the light more natural and soft, so I set the strobe in the direction of the window light and place it diagonally behind the subject to create thin backlighting. Do not point the strobe toward the subject, but apply the light from the corner of the strobe to slightly hit the subject. Reflect that light on a large white reflector and shine it on the subject. The image now looks natural. The subject is still a little dark, so I brighten the exposure a little more. The soft light created a very natural atmosphere. There is also an edge light, so it looks very natural with a backlit atmosphere. Next time, to make the light even softer, I bounce the light off the back wall on the right and bounce it off the white reflector board. Now let's take a shot. This looks good, but the color of the wall has mixed a little and the light is a little yellow. In this case, I like the color and the light better if I point the softbox at the white reflector instead of reflecting it off the wall. If you are shooting with a large backlight from a window, the stove should be in the same light direction and reflect the light onto a large reflector to soften the light and create a very natural look. At that time, adjust the direction of the stove so that the edge light is not too strong. Please give it a try.